The Baltimore Golf Academy is now enrolling for its 2011 classes at Pine Ridge, Mount Pleasant, Forest Park, Clifton Park, Carroll Park. Reserve your spot today at classic5golf.com. And we are back, and as promised, with me now is the director and part owner of Aloha Tournaments. That's my friend Chris Hutchins. Chris, welcome to Inside PressBox.
It's great to be here with you, Stan.
Did you see that footage we showed of Lac Splash? It was just a little over a month ago.
It was just a month ago, the start of the summer. We're halfway through now, and lacrosse is hopping in the summer, and that was a great start to it all.
All right. Now, we're going to talk about the next event, which is coming up, what, next weekend?
Next weekend here all throughout the Baltimore County and Harford County.
All right. But I want to talk to you about lacrosse is like absolutely booming now. It's got to be the fastest growing sport in the country, I would imagine. But how did you think of this? This is now 13 years?
We started in 1999, yeah, about
okay.
12, 13 years.
12, 13 years. Did you foresee the growth in this, or you thought it was even at the level it was at back then, it was still a profit center for you?
Yeah, I think everybody would tell you that everybody who played lacrosse, around lacrosse, loves lacrosse, wants to stay in lacrosse.
Right.
I was fortunate enough to be in it and loved it, and kind of followed my passion, just like you and sports in Baltimore. And we're lucky enough to see that growth. And you're right, I think it's the fastest growing team sport in the country.
Where can you take this now? Lac Splash, you had 7,000 players, kids ages 7 to 14, boys and girls, then throw in their parents and siblings and maybe a grandfather or grandmother, and you had about another 20 to 25,000 people, so 30-some thousand people. You've got a Summer Sizzle coming up, but you do tournaments now, what, throughout the Mid-Atlantic?
We do tournaments throughout the country. We're in 12 different states, and we do 22 events around the country, principally in the Mid-Atlantic and the South. We like to think that we're trying to help grow lacrosse and bring kids together for fun, competitive events is really what we're doing.
Well, we were talking before we went on the air. You look like $1 million, so it must be working out for you.
It's working out for me. Out in the sun, I tell people 3 things. I'm in it because I like to build things from nothing.
Right.
2, I'm outside. And being around young people keeps you young.
Well, before we do talk about Summer Sizzle that's coming up next weekend, tell me where this also would work now, and that might not. Is it in Florida? Is it in Texas? Is it in Colorado?
It's everywhere. I mean, really, literally, there's still smaller pockets and bigger pockets in lacrosse, but you bring Florida. We're doing an event down in Florida in West Palm in December. Good time to come down to Florida. And then I got a call on the way over here about doing an event in Texas. How about that for you?
I'm listening in on your phone. I'm listening in on your phone.
So it's happening everywhere. I think people are looking to alternatives to other sports. You know, soccer, football. Not that they're not great sports, but people want some other changes, and I think this is one of the sports they've kind of are attracted to, and they've followed up with.
All right. Well, I haven't seen anything like it. I got to tell you, back in 2002, early in 2002, I moved to North Carolina. I was in the Durham area,
right?
Raleigh, Durham.
Sure.
It's booming. It was booming there 8, 9 years ago. So it is really an absolutely phenomenal sport. Tell us a little. Is there anything different at all between Lac Splash and Summer Sizzle?
Well, we try to treat Lac Splash as kind of a celebration of what we call the recreational lacrosse season. That's at the very end. Those are all kids that are finishing up their recreational teams. Summertime, right after that, what happens is they have go into what we call a club season. These are more elite teams, more that parents and kids are a little bit more into it.
Okay.
Summer Sizzle is a club tournament. We've got teams coming from 17 different states. Probably half the teams. I figure 3,000 to 5,000 people coming into Baltimore to play lacrosse next weekend, which is great.
Tell me about the actual game itself. What are some of the changes that you've seen in the 10-11? I guess it starts with the equipment, and then it's the conditioning of the athletes?
Well, just like everything, and I know we're right in the middle of waiting for the NFL to get back online.
Right.
Every sport is, and athletes getting bigger, stronger, faster, and the same as in lacrosse. So with that comes higher skill level, a faster game, more wilder things they can do with the ball. I mean, from the wood stick, now we're to the plastic stick, and then you got bigger, faster athletes and doing things that you never imagined before. And that really makes the game exciting. That's what's got things going for the game. The challenge they have is trying to keep the game under control and also make it keep growing. There's a lot of discussion from Division I coaches and guys around the game that they don't want to slow it down too much. Yeah, and that's always an issue. You know, coaches, they like to overcoach, as we all know, which is okay, but you know, they always have an answer. So those are the things. Lacrosse is the fastest sport on 2 feet. We want to keep it that way.
Now, we got less than 45 seconds. You and PressBox, Aloha Tournaments and PressBox, we sell some of your sponsorships and all of that. Where can this grow locally here with Summer Sizzle and Lac Splash? Is there room to really grow it, or is it more about moving to different areas to grow your business?
I call Baltimore Mecca for lacrosse.
Right.
I mean, you've got 5 or 6 top-level Division I schools here. U.S. lacrosse is here. This is what people love lacrosse. Getting out with those individuals and kids is where it's all about for sponsors and for people. It's a great atmosphere. You know, PressBox has been great for us, and we're going to have a great program out there for kids, and it's just a great opportunity for everybody.
All right, we thank you again, and it's coming up next weekend in Baltimore County and Harford County. Correct? All the fields out there, everywhere.
Everywhere.
You can look on PressBox online and we'll tell you where it's at. Fill up 5 times with 8 gallons or more at your local BP location and you'll get 2 free tickets to an O's game presented by BP and Carroll Independent Fuel.